реальности. Надо жить и воспринимать действительность. Вот это и есть жизнь. И она не должна быть такой легкой, легкомысленной. Здесь все, она многогранна. Ну и что бы я ни сказала, конечно, с моей стороны, я все делала ради этого любимого мужчины, ради Александра. Понимаете? Ради Александра.
We're heading out of Moscow by night. We're gonna catch his overnight trains. Beautiful night, a little bit of snow, about -8 degrees below zero. And we're gonna head into the country, into the heart of Russian hockey. We're gonna go to Kazan in Tatarstan. Let's go.
A 1,000 years ago, Genghis Khan came to Kazan and stopped. Having conquered half of Europe, he looked around and thought, hey, it's kind of nice here. I think I'll stop marauding for a while. Genghis and his nomadic Mongol army, the Golden Horde, eventually settled in Kazan, and their descendants became known as Tatars, and the region Tatarstan, which is unique in Russia for being largely Muslim and hockey mad. It was from this frozen seat of power to the east that the Tatars ran Russia, at least until Ivan the Terrible burned it to the ground. Still, it seemed like as good a hockey town as any.
But as you can see, in hockey rinks in Kazan, tea is the beer of the rink. Everybody drinks tea all the time, and this is our little pre-game ritual. So, Kovalchuk, chai, Le Cavalier, chai, Habibulin, chai. Bedini, chai.
Mullah Shamil is one of the biggest hockey fans in town. On game day, which in this case will see Dinamo and Alexander Ovechkin visiting Kazan, he calls the faithful to prayer from his modest wooden mosque.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah.
Shamil, what do you think makes hockey a great game?
Это игра отважных. Тут нельзя разделять. Чтобы все играли в хоккей. Играют те, которые могут, сильные. У нас же вот своих таких сильных игроков нет, приходится вот от вас брать.
Kazan's Super League team, the Akbars, signal the changing times in Russian hockey. Owned by the local oil company, Akbars have done what the Moscow teams could not, luring an embarrassment of NHL lockout stars to their team. Brad Richards, Vincent Lecavalier, and Ilya Kovalchuk among them. One of the first lockout stars recruited by Akbars was the colorful Lithuanian-born defenseman Darius Kasparaitis.
What would you say would have been the hardest part of growing up in the Soviet Union as a teenager?
Oh, I think, you know, the hunger, I think, because I left my home when I was 14 from Lithuania, and I lived without parents. And I remember we used to eat only the one ticket was priced, how much money you can spend for food. And I remember being a kid and being hungry all the time, especially at evenings, and try to find food somehow.
What are some of the greatest changes in Russia that you've seen firsthand since you've been here last?
I think all the changes are better, The only one thing you miss is closeness of the people during Soviet era, when you had people living in an apartment building and everybody knew their name and everybody celebrated the same holiday, everybody said hi, everybody left their kids with a neighbor and stuff like that. And nobody kind of count the money, how much, what people make, everybody kind of share the same things. If you have no salt, you go knock at the neighbor's door, or if you need a potato, you go knock at the neighbor's door and ask for that. Right. I think that's what people miss the most from the Soviet era.
Kazan's star system hasn't come without a price. In the same complex where the Super League team plays, the junior Akbars toil next door in relative obscurity. Because of the ownership's star habit, many of Kazan's best young homegrown players will be hard-pressed to find a place with the big team.
Do you think there's a future with the premier team for your sons?
Мы на это надеемся, что есть, что все-таки наши ребята в лидерах, они забивают в каждом матче по шайбе обязательно. Мы надеемся только на лучшее, что они будут когда-то играть у нас за первую команду.
Надежда умирает последней, говорят. Надеемся.
Do you support bringing in all the North American stars to play for Akbars?
Не совсем одобряем, поскольку все-таки хочется, чтобы казанские ребята играли именно за казанскую команду. И вот тогда уже победа была бы настоящей.
So beautiful. Where do you start? It's very solid. It's like it's got a hard shell. I don't know the mirror. It's got a flap too. That's a nice hat. This is slightly more Bill Cosby. That's too big. Too big. That's kind of cool. What about that one way up there? Oh, for a girl? That's a good look though. Too tall. Too hot. Oh, too big. No, too small. It's a little like a big chair is on my head. I know, we keep going back to this one, eh? Pretty swanky, you like that? Okay. It's okay that she's laughing? I like this color though. Still too weirdly chair head, eh? Okay. 2,300. Only if you give me a bag. Okay. Wait till Kasperitis gets a look at this. Спасибо.
Hey, how you doing?
Fred.
It's good to see you.
Long time no see.
No, for sure.
How's it going?
Very well. Actually, since you just got here, I thought I'd give you a little present that I could...
Oh, totally. You know what? I could use one of these too. Like, fit.
Oh, yeah. See, that's perfect.
Think that works?
That'll do.
I'll keep the tag on. That's supposed to, like, I think.
Before Vinny LeCavalier, Brad Richards, and Darius Kasperitis, there was Fred Brathwaite from Ottawa, Ontario.
From what I've been hearing, the Russian league is probably the second best league in the world. So coming over here and getting a chance to play on a regular basis and playing with the best players,
right,
and trying to get myself back into the NHL.
But it's funny because you mentioned about, not being able to like order pizza and stuff. Like, are there certain things you do to kind of fight that solitude?
A lot of things is just over the phone. I mean, I'm on the phone quite a bit. My bills probably about $1,000, probably even a little bit more a month, just because you get a little lonely being over here. There's not. I mean, we just got 2 new guys, LeCavier and Richards, which I'll probably be hanging out with quite a bit. Right. But before that, I really wasn't doing too much. I just come home, watch my Hallmark channel, or CNN,
and cry,
and just. No, it's unbelievable the things you end up watching.